In a developing story tonight, day 2 in the trial against Justin Ray, who is accused of endangering his children. Police revealed today they arrested Ray because they were concerned about Ray's children. And this before police discovered his wife's dismembered remains. 41 Action News reporter Sarah Plake live at the courthouse again for us tonight. Sarah?
Well, today the prosecution put a lot of emphasis on several things. How cold it was outside the day that Ray and his kids were found at the storage unit, the kids' condition, Ray's erratic behavior, and the fact that their mother's remains were found in very close proximity to their personal belongings like food and diapers. Lenexa police said they were concerned about Justin Ray's newborn and toddler the evening they arrested him at a U-Haul storage facility October 24th, 2017. Those concerns were heard in police body cam footage. Ray was leaving the facility with the remains of his dismembered wife inside 2 coolers and bags stacked on top of one another. Police were called because Ray and the kids had stayed the night in the storage unit along with the remains.
And he was placed under arrest before you knew what was in the cooler.
Correct.
Had you have known what was in the cooler, would you still would have arrested Mr. Ray?
Yes.
One could make the inference, the argument, that the only thing that Mr. Ray was guilty of was bad parenting.
The prosecution showed the jury on day 2 of Ray's child endangerment trial the pictures of what was inside those coolers and bags. Jessica Ray's remains, along with various children's items like cereal, clothing, diapers, and formula. A crime scene investigator noted a child's toothbrush was found sitting on top of fluid consistent with Jessica's remains. Officers on the stand testified it was very cold that night and they were worried the girls weren't wearing proper clothing. An EMT firefighter on the scene, who was now fostering the girls, testified the toddler looked stunned. He said her hair was very thin with dark bags under her eyes.
There's nothing to suggest that that was because of some sort of developmental delay or any sort of lack of parenting on Mr. or Mrs. Ray's part, correct?
Yeah, I would say it was for developmental.
But now,
she's a vibrant 3-year-old.
On top of this trial, Ray's parental rights could also be taken away. However, Judge Brenda Cameron ruled the defense cannot use that as a way to influence the jury that Ray's charges should be thrown out. Now remember, Ray is also facing child porn charges today. His defense tried to argue that a Johnson County DA investigator is not qualified enough to extract that type of information off of his phone, but the judge ruled against it. That testimony will be allowed. So this trial continues tomorrow for the 3rd day. We will be here for that. In Olathe, I'm Sarah Plake, 41 Action News.